Today on Huch House Ranch, we're doing Ratatouille Cowboy style. We're gonna fire it up.
Huch House Ranch.
And yes, I'll probably piss some people off today. The true enthusiasts, the true vegans. However, this is Texas. I like meat in my stuff. It's gonna be epic. So come along this journey. First up, a little oil in the pan. Now the beef and the pork sausage that I have in here, it's a little spicy, a little deer pork sausage. Has enough fat content. We just want to get it started with the onions. We're going to start sweating these down, get this pan hot. One medium onion. We're just going to get it started. We're going to throw in some garlic. Let this sweat down a little bit. And add our beef mixture. And we're going to get that fairly brown down as well. Not 100%, but pretty close, because the rest of it will cook when it's on the grill. Well, smoker to be exact. And while that's doing this thing, we're going to get these peppers charred. It's one great thing about we have a propane grill, gas power grill, stove top that is. We can do them all at one time. And I'm going to try to fix the lighting here and there, because obviously this is better lighting than the other way. We're learning. Okay guys? We're learning. But just even onion sweating down, boy, it smells delicious already. No spices yet. We're just getting this rolling. Three garlic cloves, just chopped. Don't leave one behind though. Just listen. Hopefully that's not too loud. Alright, the onions are like how I like it. Almost translucent, almost there. We're going to add the beef and pork next. And what I did is I mixed this up by hand pretty well, so it was nice and even. And we're just going to cut it into chunks, and we're going to keep working it until it's smaller and smaller and browns down. Alright, it is about halfway there. Salt and pepper. garlic powder. Little meat church. Holy cow. Just a scotch. This is just really more for color until we get the other stuff put together. And a little Worcestershire sauce. Watch your sister sauce. Whatever you want to call it. Just a little bit. About that much. Now you could just eat this by itself if you wanted to. Get this all incorporated. Let this finish cooking down. We'll move on to the next step. Ah, the flavors, the smells. Oh my gosh, the smells. Alright, we're going to keep this going. We're going to get the rest of these lit. These all set here. Just put the peppers right on top, let them do their magic. Alright, whatever. We're going to char these peppers up, and then we'll pull them off, let them steam a little bit before we start peeling off the burnt stuff. Keep rotating these. We're going to get a nice little char on them. Alright, this is exactly where I want it. We're going to pull this off, let it sit and cool a little bit. Bring back in some of those flavors. Alright, let that do its thing. And then we're going to get this pot of boiling water going so we can do our tomatoes. Just a scotch of salt, help agitate the water. Just hang. gonna bring you over here. While those are doing their thing, we're gonna get back at doing some vegetables. Got my mandolin. We're gonna make little slivers, and we're gonna stack all those up. But first, we're gonna get these tomatoes prepped, and I'm gonna show you what I do. Now, what you have to do is put in a little X, just a little X, to help the process. Both ends. Little scoring. We're gonna do it to each one. Now some of these we'll cut thinly, and this is so we can help take the skin off. But we're going to cut some of these thinly for the actual ratatouille, and the others we'll put in the actual sauce. Oh, a little deep on that one. Alright, I'm going to get these over here by the water. And we'll forget about them for now. Alright. See if this makes a difference in 4K. We're going to cut this up into pieces. All this is going to go into the sauce. And we like a lot of onion and garlic in our stuff, so this is as small as I'm going to make that. The rest of these we're going to start cutting with the mandolin. Sorry we got the dogs acting up all of a sudden. That's alright. Alright, the peppers are done. What we're going to do is just make a nice little tent for them with aluminum foil. Just a little dome. Keep the heat in and let them cook a little longer. And then we're going to pick all that stuff off of them. So we're going to leave them just like that and pick all the char off of them. And I'm going to bring you back over here so we get to this cutting of vegetables. Now this is why this meal is a labor of love to some degree. Mandolin, zucchini. And this is why you use a mandolin, because you're not cutting a bunch of strips. And what you want to see here is these are about 1 to 2 millimeters together. Keep going. Chicken bowl with that. There's our zucchini. Get this cleared real quick, and then we'll continue with the squash. What I did is I just trimmed the end off. Nobody wants the nasty end. Almost got me. And I'm going to cut up one of each, and we're going to see how that fills the pot. And if I need to cut more, I will at that point. These I can go in here. On one whole medium onion. 2 garlic cloves. Sorry for the dogs. They're a little excited when people show up. We had a delivery guy come and got them all going. I need a bigger Mandalorian, whatever you want to call him. Because he is barely taking this eggplant. Alright, we'll pivot. How do you pivot? Trim. We're going to use a few of these ends if we can get them big enough. Perfect. Chicken bowl. Alright, vegetables chopped. Water is boiling. In with the potatoes. In with the tomatoes. Then we'll let them do their thing for about 45 seconds. 1,000. 2 1,000. I'm kidding. We're not going to count down. Just let them do their thing. Now you can see, in no time at all, we've only been about 30 seconds. You can see the skin starting to come off some of these. So we're going to pull a couple of these out and let the rest do their thing. Just a few minutes longer, a few seconds longer, excuse me. There's always going to be 1 or 2 in a group that make it difficult. Alright, next, carrots into the meat. And this is going to be our base. And we're going to stir this around a little bit. Just about like that, and just let them sit, soak up some of that grease. All right. Now, on to building the sauce. Let me try to find a good place for you where you're looking at that. We got onions in there. We're going to peel 4 of these tomatoes. Hopefully they've cooled off some. They're going to go in our tomato sauce. The rest we're going to try to cut very gingerly. And these cool off pretty quick. Let's take the skin off. Throw her in. Now this one is hot. Because this one I cut too deep, and that is hot. All right. Like I said, it just takes a little scarring, and when you cut it too deep, it starts cooking the tomato also, which is fine. All right. Checking our peppers. And we're going to pick all this char off as best we can. I hope I got you out of the earshot. Let's move you back so you can see what I'm doing here. Just picking this off. This is black char. That's it. Get that in the trash. If you leave a little bit, it's fine. But nobody likes a burnt taste on the food, but we're going to take just the top off best we can. We don't want that part in there. Come on, baby. Save the juices. Little C's are okay. These aren't hot peppers. I don't know if I get all of them in there, but we'll try. Alright. Sort of? Sure? Oh, I got the black stuff all over. Let me wash up real quick, like. Probably need a new towel. Find your happy spot. See, I like the consistency. Yeah, it's almost there. Almost there. We're going to add in our garlic powder. salt and pepper. And barbecue sauce. I know it. Put hate down there all you want. This will set it over the top. The boldness, the sweetness, all of it. Just so you're aware, this is my recipe. That is ready. Onward to greatness. Alright, let's see if I can find a good place for you. Maybe back over here. And I'll bring you in as we do this. Get your cast iron. In with your meat mixture and carrots and onions and garlic and everything else that's nice. Next, we're going to top this with all that goodness. This smells so good. Well, then you do something like that, Trey. Sure. And I splattered it everywhere. If you're gonna do something, do it right. We're gonna make a mess, make a mess. Even that out. Now, as you build the rest of it, none the wiser there's meat under there, okay? Do this for your vegan friends. They'll love it. Sure. We get these tomatoes cut as best we can, and we'll start building this. Get these peeled. All right, those are peeled. I'll wipe this real quick. Get this char off of here. All right, I'll move you over. Get these cut. Start with cutting the end off first. And you want to cut little bitty slices. Alright, not sure if we caught all that, but she is put together and looking beautiful. Next up, drizzle with olive oil. And you can be generous as you want. All right, I like that. Salt and pepper. Garlic powder. Fresh rosemary. We're just gonna sprinkle this on in different places, let it fall where it falls. Sure. A little thyme. Sorry, I'm reaching over there. Some green onions. And the parsley. We'll add at the end. And some fresh basil. Let that sit on there. That's it. Go on the smoker. I'm gonna do 225 for about 30 minutes to get a little smoke on it. Then I'm gonna cover it for another 30 minutes and go up to 325, 300 to 325. And we'll let it ride out from there. Alright. On the smoker, half an hour. Just let it ride. Alright, it's been half an hour. 225 on the Traeger. We're going to crank it up to 350. See if I can get you guys in there to see the goodness. We're working with what we got. Deer feeder's going off. And that is looking magnificent. We're going to cover it. Just went off. We're gonna let that ride. Perfect. Another half hour, and then it is time. Let's see if we got any visitors. Now we're using 4K. I'm curious if I can zoom in better. So we'll see what happens. We got a couple does. The boys will come out later. We just had another big storm. If it would quit raining around here, I'd get stuff done. But that's life. Living on the ranch. You got to put up with it, unfortunately. So, 30 more minutes. I'm going to get the bread in the oven, garlic bread. I'm not going to show that. If I need to make garlic bread for you, let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm happy to address it, but pretty simple stuff. All right. We'll be back with you in just a little bit. Well, we're at the end. It is time for the reveal. That's in French. The reveal. Get that in your life. Well, that is way too hot to take a bite of right now, but you should smell it. Oh my goodness. We got our buttered bread and that. Let's see if we can just take a peek in there and get this plate done. Fork, plate. Now then, a little fresh parsley. Oh my goodness. Smell this goodness coming together. And fresh Parmesan cheese. Well, as fresh as it could be store-bought. Let's be real. Comes down to time. And be generous. Cheese is fantastic. Oh yeah. And we'll leave this out in case anybody wants a little more as they build their plate. Just soak that in for a second and wait till smell-o-vision comes out, because this is a game changer. Now, let's plate this goodness, shall we? Oh my goodness, it smells so delicious. Some of that juice. Oh yeah. Our bread. And that's hot as you all get out. Now take a look at that. This is going to be delicious. I'm going to sit down and eat because I'm starving. The family's starving. We're going to get to it. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. Also, do me a favor, hit that like button. Subscribe. Leave a comment. Tell me what I should do different next time. If anything, I'm telling you, it's going to be delicious. Until next time, I'll see you down the road.